You have this seven-stage approach. You see so many different complex conditions, and that led you. So, can you just give us a little bit of that background of kind of what is your seven stages to health and transformation model?
Yeah, at an early age, I was exposed to a lot of Eastern philosophy and religion, and ended up studying Ayurvedic medicine for many years with Deepak Chopra,
Mm.
and went to India and did a short internship there, and went to Bastia and did Ayurvedic medicine, and really resonated with their concept of the different sheaths that they say that humanity or human beings have different layers and levels to their experience, ranging from what they call the bliss sheath all the way down. They use different terms, but I ended up using a combination of the Vedantic texts, what I learned from Deepak Chopra, and what I learned from Dietrich Klinghardt in the early
Mm.
2000s. We had a 5 levels of healing model, but I happened to change it and turn it into 7.
Seven works better. It's
Yeah,
seven is such a magical number in so many ways.
yeah. And Dietrich gave me his blessing. I said, Dietrich, I think I'm going to add to your model because I feel that another layer and level, 2 other layers and levels had to be introduced. He said, fine, go ahead. So I, I added it, expanded it, and now I use that very practically in all of my approach to patients. And basically, it breaks down the human experience to the world outside of us, the level 1 or stage 1, which is the extended body of the environment, and how that interfaces with our level 2, stage 2, which is biochemistry and structure, in which we find traditional and functional medicine and all the manual therapies. Level 1 is all about toxicology and all the way the world interfaces with our level 2, which is biochemistry and structure. And level 3 is all about what we call the electromagnetic or the energy body. And that's very closely tied now to circadian biology, quantum biology, how the quantum field that's subatomic regulates the biochemical field, regulates the second level. That's all the work of Jack Kruse and all the other people he studied, and Albert Popp and Gilbert Ling and etc. Many, 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 many people have contributed to this understanding of the quantum domain regulating how mitochondria express energy and information. And then that also interfaces with the central nervous system, autonomic nervous system, which is electrochemically based, and how our stress response plays into how that gets modulated and mediated. And then level 4 is all to do with emotions. People have early childhood experiences, which creates a particular shift in the way the HPA axis modulates their stress responses. And that can be highly significant, as we know from the adverse children experiences, ACE studies, that people with early childhood developmental trauma can have 4 to 5 times increased incidence of chronic diseases as they age. And that's very much borne out in my experience. And then level 5 is the intellectual or ego-based body, our operational sense of self, who we think we are as we negotiate the first half of life, and with our drives and tendencies to want to feel safe and to feel seen and then to be established in the world. And we have our belief systems and our internal dialogue and our morals and our values and our cultural identifications. That's all in level 5, the intellectual body. And that also we have built into that defenses. We have sort of, ego defenses as enunciated by Freud. And then we have what we call soul defenses as enunciated by people like Kalshed and others, where people defend against their interface with the world because of vulnerabilities or sensitivities or resistances to being more open, one could say, or having open traits in the world. And then level 6 is the soul. The soul is that part of you that's unconscious. So in the level 6, we move into personal unconscious, family unconscious, and the collective unconscious, which is the terrain of Carl Jung and others. And then level 7 is the bliss body, or the one mind, many names. In the physicist's world, it's the quantum domain. It's beyond all space-time. It's the world of energy. It's where we're all the same, where we all, where we relinquish our attachment to our individual hubris and sense of ultimate importance, and against the backdrop of humanity and the infinite universe, we realize that probably we aren't as important as we think. So we surrender to something bigger than ourselves. Call it what you wish, grand organized designs, it doesn't matter. It's just
Akashic records, all these different names.
something that transcends our own biography and our own sense of self. Yeah. So I use that model, and I use it very practically when I'm interfacing with people.